I'm Ted Keys in Pasadena, California. Welcome to my Tuesday conference call, a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top-producing freight agents. Go to tedkeysonline.com for complete call information. Then join us weekly to see new, serious, struggling, and experienced sales professionals move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. So watch my recorded call topic highlighted there on your screen right now. Then go to tedkeysonline.com and hear more podcasts, read more blog posts, watch more videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. Enjoy watching and applying my Tuesday conference call. Who's got the last question before I begin my call today? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and mute everybody out here, guys. Hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. I'm Ted Keys, your host here in Pasadena, California. This is a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top-producing freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. On the call today, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call, go to tedkeysonline.com to hear more podcasts, read more blog posts, watch more videos, and then visit the Freight Sales Success Store, my Freight Sales Success Store, for my top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. And while you're at my website, just go to the contact page, and while you're there, enter your contact details and receive your personal weekly invite to this call. Along with doing that, you're going to receive the attachments that I discuss on every call. And to top it off, by doing that, you will receive my free report, 11 Ways Freight Agents Will Increase Their Income. My topic for today, guys, is freight sales is never about you. Let me say that again. Freight sales is never about you. Thank goodness there is a profession where the topic is not about us. In fact, it's never about us, and I'll get into that shortly on my topic. For those of you that have received my personal invite email, go ahead and go to that email because we're going to go over a number of attachments that are at the bottom of that email. So go ahead and scroll down, and the first topic, the first document that we're going to talk about, as I usually do on every call, I'm going to bring up again our Green Meadows Productions Agent Leaderboard. For those of you folks that are current agents, you'll see how valuable it is to be part of a team, and that is no different here as we move forward as freight professionals, as freight agents. And I always stress this every week. I bring up our agent leaderboard. Why do I do that? Because your goal is to see your name. If you are a member of our team here, your goal is to see your name on this agent leaderboard. What does that do? It basically tells you that you are moving along in a productive and successful way. Now, typically most folks start at the bottom of these three major categories, but your goal is to move up. So not only by getting on the board, your goal is to move up, and as you move up, you'll see that you're gaining that success that you desire. Anyway, congratulations to those of you who are on the call. Congratulations for getting your name on that leaderboard. So let's talk about our topic today. As I brought up earlier today, my topic is freight sales is never about you. Unfortunately, when we get into this profession, that's one of the biggest habits, and it's a bad habit that we have to break. We have to remember that this profession is not about us. Typically, when we make that first call, it's never about us. When you can get this into your mind that the attention that we have to put forth is about our customer, you are halfway there to success. However, let me go over our topic again, or let me just start here. Freight sales is never about you. Just in describing, we freight agents have so much to contend with. First, we have to crush our quotas. Then, we have to advance our freight sales career. Ultimately, we have to convince our freight prospects to talk to us, to build a relationship with us, and then allow us to actually move their freight. And this is no small task. How quickly does this happen? A day? Usually not. A week? Usually not. A month? Well, you're getting close. It takes time to do this. However, these three goals that I just mentioned, stellar individual performance, career development, and successful sales, they're all admirable, but freight sales agents who think about their goals in the terms I just outlined are thinking about this profession all wrong. That's because these three goals place us, meaning me, meaning you, the freight agent, at the center of the equation. It's all about how the agent makes the quota, how the agent gets promoted, and how the agent gets prospects and customers to utilize or to actually utilize their freight service. All I can say to this is listen up, agents. Anybody who's listening right now, listen up, agents. Freight sales is not about you, and believe it or not, it never, ever was. It's only, let me say that again, it's only about your prospects and your customers. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean it's only about our prospects and customers? Well, I'll explain further. If you truly want to make a mark in this profession, or in any other sales profession for that matter, then start asking yourself, how can I assist this prospect? How can I assist my prospect? How can I assist this prospect that I'm just about to call? And stop asking yourself, how many more loads do I have to move this month to get on my company's leaderboard? This isn't to say that your freight sales performance doesn't matter. Believe me, it absolutely does, and it always will. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't become successful. However, to be truly successful, you have to transform your entire approach to this profession and your way of thinking. If you start thinking about sales this way, then everything else, your promotions, your quota, achievement, your accolades from me, even a ticket to your broker's president's club will follow. That's because approaching sales through the lens of assisting and not selling all the time ultimately makes it so much easier, as it has for me and our team here at Green Meadows Productions. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about three ways when assisting first, having that mentality of assisting first and actually do it transforms your freight business. Here's three ways when assisting first will transform your freight business. The first way is, one second. The first way is assisting first transforms how you qualify your freight prospects. Let me say that again. Assisting first transforms how you qualify your freight prospects. Do your prospects truly require your assistance, or are you attempting to manufacture business pain that isn't there to get them to take your call? Good question. What is your purpose going into that first call? If you truly prospect by identifying potential customers or are actually suffering business pain instead of cold calling the decision makers with the deepest prospects, with the deepest pockets, you'll be able to establish relationships from a place of trust and not annoyance. So, assisting first transforms how you qualify your freight prospects. The second way when assisting first will transform your freight business is assisting first transforms how you run your discovery calls. Let me say it again. Assisting your prospects and your customers first transforms how you run your discovery calls. If you're genuinely attempting to uncover business pain instead of figuring out how to squeeze money out of your prospects, then the conversation will naturally end up being about your prospect. They'll open up and tell you about what keeps them up at night, what they're attempting to achieve with their freight, and where they failed to do before or in the past. You'll be able to give them better recommendations, better service, and increase your opportunities actually for a second call, because now you're listening and attempting to assist them. So the second way, guys, again, is assisting first transforms how you run your discovery calls. The third way is assisting first transforms the way you demonstrate your freight service and your actual follow-through through an actual load that you're moving with your prospect and your customer. If you design your initial call with assisting in mind, it'll be immediately obvious you're putting your prospect's requirements first, because you won't be touting some magical universal benefit. You'll be walking your prospect through an incredibly personalized, tailored plan that I actually provide here, provided you're a member of our team here, that shows how your freight service will assist them achieve their specific freight goals that you've already discussed with them earlier. So, the third way, assisting first transforms the way you demonstrate your freight service and your actual follow-through in actually moving a load with them. In short, guys, assisting changes your entire outlook on sales. If you don't waste your time attempting to convince freight prospects that you're actually unable to assist, that they should utilize your freight service, your effort goes toward loads and lanes with prospects who genuinely require and desire your assistance. Simply put, in a nutshell, if you spend more time speaking to freight prospects who are actually hurting, you'll move more loads. Let me say that again. Simply put, this is like the culmination of my entire topic here. Let me say it again. Simply put, if you spend more time speaking to freight prospects who are actually hurting, you'll move more loads, in a nutshell. And your improved sales performance will better position you for more loads down the line. And even as you do more loads, you're going to get more referrals. Why? Because these people are going to be so impressed with your service, they can't help but tell other people about what you're able to do for them. Do you see what I'm getting at here, folks listening? When you place your prospects and customers at the center of your world, all of those things you care about will actually fall into place. When you actually assist your prospects and customers first, you end up assisting yourself in the prospect. What a point to make there. When you actually assist your prospects and customers first, in the end, you actually assist yourself in the prospects. How? That's because sales isn't about you anymore. It's all about them. There's been this revolutionary shift in power between prospects, customers, and freight agents who are unable to adapt, that'll find themselves phased out of this profession if they don't. Hint, hint, it's not about us, it's about them. You're no longer the sole keeper of information or even the only reliable source of truth. Amen to that, because why? Now we have the internet. You can get anything you want on the internet. It's not like any of us have this wealth of information that we're stashing up somewhere. This information is available anywhere. Excuse me. You're no longer the sole keeper of information or even the only reliable source of truth. Your prospects are perfectly self-sufficient and can find out most of what they want to know themselves. So let me just rephrase one more time. Folks, The three ways. The three ways when assisting first transforms your freight business. The first way, again, is assisting first transforms how you qualify your freight prospects. That's the first way. The second way is assisting first transforms how you run your discovery calls. The third way is assisting first transforms the way you demonstrate your freight service and the actual follow through with the actual loads that you're doing with your prospects and your customers. To finish it off, guys, your shipping decision makers still require you, however. I mean, even though this information is out there and it's available everywhere, believe it or not, your shipping decision makers still require you. They require your expertise to synthesize all the information they've gathered themselves into a coherent strategy that's applicable to their business. They still require advisors like yourself who've seen their challenges before and assist them formulate attack plans to solve the shipping problems that they have. What your prospects don't require, again, are old school, pushy, transactional freight agents. If you've got that mentality in your mind, I'm advising you right now to slowly strike that out of your mind. They don't want to be sold your freight service. They want to buy your freight solutions, and that's what they're getting when you put them at the top of the list. The sooner us freight agents realize that and adapt accordingly, the better freight sales become for prospects and customers everywhere. So, this is a topic that I typically go over, and it's a topic that I have to typically go over again and again and again. Why? Because we have this tendency to go into a call thinking all about ourselves and what we can offer, when in reality, the call that you're about to make, the sale that you're about to get, it will never be about you. When you make it about yourself, your prospect, your customer is gonna pretty much want to run you off the phone line if they've never heard you before, for one thing. That'll be the easiest way to get rid of you. But just remember, freight sales is never, ever about you, the freight agent. It's always about our prospects and customers. Great topic today. Let's go ahead and move on to that third attachment out at the bottom of your email. For those of you that have received our email, we're just going to go over my Remember series as typical. As usual, I put 5 of those at the bottom of every email. Let's go over that. Let's go over the first one. Again, that's that third document, so just go ahead and open it up. The third document states, remember when calling your prospects and customers. And believe me, all these remembers that I'm going to talk about go hand in hand with the topic that I just talked about today. So that third document, open it up. Remember when calling your prospects and customers. This says it all. It's not about you. What is it about? It's about them. It's about our prospects. It's about our customers. It's about their company. It's about their challenges. It's about their needs. The most important thing is it's about their email information, so you can actually concur and communicate with them for what? Well, it's that last one, to give them your solutions. One more time, guys, it's not about you, it's about them, it's about their company, it's about their challenges, their needs, their email information, so you can communicate with them about your solutions. That's the only thing it's about. It's about your solutions and the solutions that you're going to provide to them. Let's go ahead and open up that fourth attachment, guys. The fourth attachment reads, remember when calling your prospects and customers, real simple, goes hand in hand with what I said. Prepare for each call that you make, that initial call that you make, by asking simple question, how can I assist this person? How can I assist this new prospect of mine? How can I assist this future customer? When you go into a call with that mentality, everything else is going to fall into place. Have that going into your mind when you go into all of your calls. Prepare by asking, how can I assist this person? When you go in with that mentality, you're going to ask them a number of questions that get to their business pain. What loads are moving, what loads aren't moving. How can I assist this person? Let's move on to our third remember, which I believe will be your fifth attachment down at the bottom there. Just go ahead and open that up, guys. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that your prospect's perception of you rises. Your prospect's perception of you rises in proportion to how much you know about their challenges. Your prospect's perception of you rises in proportion to how much you know about them and their challenges. Just a quick note. If you're new to this industry, I say this all the time. Here's a sidebar. Pursue those prospects in which you have an interest or you have knowledge or you have experience in that particular field. Okay? That's one of the best words of advice that I can give you today. Pursue prospects and customers in the industries of which you have experience, of which you have knowledge, because then you can go in and you can give them your solutions right away. Not only that, but to finish off this document here, start off by speaking to the gatekeeper to collect some of that valuable information, provide they give it to you. One more time on this document. Oh, how important. Your prospect's perception of you rises in proportion to how much you know about them and their challenges. Start off by speaking to the gatekeeper to collect that valuable information. If they don't give it to you, well, at least you attempted. But believe me, if they're giving you this information, you better be ready to write it down with a pencil or pen in hand. Let's move on to that sixth attachment down at the bottom of the email, the personal email that I sent you to this call today. Again, remember when calling your prospects and customers that people love to talk about themselves. You're already going into the call with assisting in mind. Just the connection, the addition of those two aspects. You're going in assisting, and just people in general love to talk about themselves. That's an automatic marriage of words. So people love to talk about themselves. Find a subject, idea, or situation that you're both interested in. Well, the first thing you're both interested in is the freight that your prospect is moving. Obviously, there's going to be a host of questions that you can ask there. Once you do that, you won't be able to stop them from talking again when you have this idea of assisting in mind first. So just going over that again, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers that people love to talk about themselves. Find a subject, idea, or situation that you're both interested in. Their freight for the first one. Once you get that going, you won't be able to stop them from talking. Let's move on to our seventh document in that personal invite email that I sent you today. That second document, open it up. Remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, this is one of the most important things you can do, folks, is do your research. When you make that call, you better have some data, some documentation to talk about when your shipping decision maker or your prospect actually gets on the line. So you do your research. Calling a shipping decision maker before you gather any information on them basically says in a nutshell, I didn't feel that you were important enough for me to take an interest and do any research on you. If you just go into a call with the same old spiel that they hear from everybody else, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to hang up the phone on you. They're going to rush you off the phone. When you actually go in there with questions, that's going to tell your prospect, your shipping decision maker, that you actually did some research on them. Research, hey, I mean, where are they located? What part of town? What part of Nashville are they in? Are they by the river there that runs through the main part of Nashville? You can talk about how to get to their facility. Hey, Google Maps will give you all that stuff. Those are just examples of doing your research. Calling a shipping decision maker before you gather any information on them says, I didn't feel that you were important enough for me to take an interest and do any research on you. So great topic today. Topic again is freight sales is never, ever, ever, ever about you. Just in closing today, guys, I want to refresh your memories. If you're not receiving my email notices for this call and you have a big desire to do that, along with the docs that I just talked about, because when you're on my email list, I send you the docs that I actually talk about. What do? Go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, tedkeysonline.com/contacts. That'll take you to my contact page. Enter your contact details, and that will place you on my list where you'll receive your personal invite to this call every single week. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Do you desire to join our top producing freight sales team? Then give me a call. Again, my name is Ted Keys. My call number is 626-309-9141. Again, call me, Ted Keys, 626-309-9141. Great topic today. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you again next week on my Tuesday conference call. Again, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Take care, folks. God bless you all. I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye. You've just taken a tremendous step forward by watching and applying my Tuesday conference call highlight. Do you desire to earn and learn with our top freight team and Christian-based office? Yes? We're searching for a self-starter who's serious, motivated, and ready to take action right now. Is that you? Go to tedkeysonline.com/contacts and enter your contact details. We provide top-notch freight agent sales training to you. Then you deliver those same skills with confidence to the freight industry marketplace. I'll talk to you soon.